Hello, and welcome to Every Persona Explained, where we take a look at the origin and representation of every persona. I'm your host, Winwright, and today we're taking a look at Set. Before we get started, Set is a deity from ancient Egypt trademark, which is a time period spanning from around 3100 BC to either 3 or 600 AD, depending on who you ask. That is, to use a technical term, a long-ass time. This means that not only am I going to pronounce everything wrong, the culture of this civilization changed quite a bit in this massive time frame. So keep in mind that the information in this video doesn't represent Set for that entire time frame. Okay? Cool. Set is an ancient Egyptian god of storms, the desert, foreigners, and kinda just chaos in general. While this doesn't sound great, chaos in this context doesn't necessarily mean bad, more like change and transformation. He is the son of Geb and Nut, the earth and sky deities respectively, and brother to Osiris, Isis, and Nephthys, who is also his wife. Gross. He also had a couple of side pieces named Anat and Astarte. Man had insane pull. Like many other Egyptian deities, Set is often depicted as having the body of a human and the head of an animal. Problem is, no one knows what that animal is. Egyptologists literally just call it the Set animal, and it's hilarious. Look at this thing. A bunch of different animals have been proposed, but none match up perfectly, and personally I hope we never figure it out, because that's just funny. Set gets a bad rap, partially because of all the chaos he did, but also from that one time he killed Osiris. You see, Osiris ruled over the world of the living after Ra retired, and Set was really jealous, so he did the obvious thing and murdered him to death and cut him into a bunch of pieces. A totally normal thing to do. Osiris's sister wife Isis, gross, was understandably upset by this and took on the side quest to collect Osiris's various parts and bring him back to life. And she was successful, mostly. She managed to find every part except for one that was very intimate, which I imagine was pretty frustrating for both of them. But even with Osiris being mostly rebuilt and resurrected, he was still kinda dead and thus couldn't rule the living, so he became king of the underworld instead. And just to make it worse for him, Set didn't even get to become ruler of the living. Osiris' son Horus did, and they've hated each other ever since. But Set isn't all chaos and brother murder. He does play an important role in the journey of Ra's solar barge. After Ra retired from ruling, he took up residence on a big shiny skyboat, aka the sun, that travels through the sky every day, and the underworld, aka the Duat, every night. During this nighttime boat ride, Ra is attacked by an enormous chaos serpent named Apep/Apophis, who tries to eat him, and every night, Set stabs it to protect Ra. So while he is a jealous, murdering butcher, he also helps make sure the sun rises every morning. That balances out, right? And that's Set. So how's he represented in game? While this design doesn't match any descriptions of him, at least that I found, Set being a chaos deity known for fratricide and other nasty things, makes this fit in a way. Dragons were sometimes seen as harbingers or causers of chaos, going all the way back to Tiamat in Babylonia. So chaos god equals dragon is pretty far for the course. Also, Set is a shapeshifter, so theoretically he could look however he wanted, but this isn't his only design. He appears in the duology and it looks like this, which I think is supposed to be a weird crocodile creature maybe? That would be on brand. Set is in the Tower Arcana in the duology and 5s, and Moon in the 3, 4s, and Qs. Moon works fairly well as many of its meanings match up with his bad guy reputation, but Tower fits much better. Tower has meanings like destruction, violence, disaster, and chaos. Those are just his things, it's perfect. Set has a variety of elemental moves, and as a storm god they all work. Fire, water, ice, wind, and dark all fit nicely in his wheelhouse. 5 gives him one-shot kill, which doesn't match up with any stories, obviously, but I assume that if he could get his hands on one, he'd love a gun, so I approve. His trait is Potent Hypnosis, which sure is there. It's a good ability, but not fitting for his character. Some of his items fit really well. In the duology, he gives a Lightning Bolt card, which teaches Ziodyne. Lightning suits a storm god really well. I just don't understand why this is the only place in the series he has lightning. 3, FES, and Portable, he instead gives a card for Agidyne. Not as fitting as Lightning, but still good. In Royal, he gives gun-related equipment, which, again, isn't supported in the canon, but I think it matches his vibes. For some reason, though, in Q2, he gives a card for the passive Paths of Light. Why? That's totally against what he is. Except maybe not. It could possibly be in reference to his soul in guarding Ra's sun barge. You know, the sun's path? Maybe? And one last thing, Seth appears in Strikers as a mini-boss named Fratricidal Destroyer. That is perfect, no notes. Overall, I approve. While never being depicted as a dragon anywhere that I could find, I would still call this a good representation when you take everything into account. But Atlas, please, can we have a game where he's just a set animal? I need this. I like Seth's design. I have always thought that he looks like a mixture of the Blue Eyes White Dragon and the Red Eyes Black Dragon. But my friends tell me that they think he looks more like a Digimon, which, yeah, I see it. I found the whole set animal thing way funnier than I probably should have. And I really, really need Atlas to just give him a design that's just a set animal. Please, it'll be funny, I promise. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Let me know who you want to see next time in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Every Persona Explained.